pre-American Civil War central fire equipment is an unusual kettle of fish all to themselves. The cartridges do not have primers in them. They have a small hole in the back. This is full of black powder with about, I think in this particular gun, it's a 52 cal, don't quote me. This is a Burnside. This Burnside was in here because we had to make a new hook to lock the breech shut. So the breech would come up and lock. It wouldn't do that before because the hook had broken. Interesting things are there's a cam in here, so it comes up and then rides forward. Remember now, this is all, damn, this gun predates the pencil in some cases. So the way this thing would work, we'd put a cartridge in it, close it, and put a musket cap right here. So let's see what that looks like. This is not original Burnside brass. This is just somebody turned this out of a solid block. It sits inside that cone and it all compresses when it locks up. It's actually a surprisingly tight arrangement. We dig in my pocket here and we'll get a musket cap out. And the musket caps have ears on them. And those ears give you a better grip because while on this 90-degree South Carolina day, this is easy to do. When it's 40 or 50 degrees outside, it's not quite as easy to accomplish. Come back to half cock, throw your detritus off, and then your container comes out. These were not supposed to be thrown on the ground. You were supposed to keep hold of them, throw it in your pocket, and perhaps grab another round here. So let me get a percussion cap out. You can see there's still a lot of moving pieces to this. I've got to have a percussion cap. I've got to reach in the right pocket and put, oh, that's a round from Maynard. That doesn't work. I got to get in here and get another Burnside round. Insert, close and lock, cap, full cock, and it spits and spews everywhere. I just got a face full of stuff. However, it's still an effective gun. This thing seals up pretty tight, and it's not a half bad deal. So that's kind of the Burnside. Sorry about that. I just got distracted by something in my field of view. If you have to get one of these things in operation in a relative hurry, it can be done, but you're still fumbling with loose powder, loose caps, loose balls. I don't know. Let's get off one more round. That brings us to an even earlier piece of equipment in the same time frame, which is a Maynard, also a central fire piece of equipment. This has a hole drilled in the back of it. The fire comes through the percussion nipple, out the front, through the back, and in. This particular gun seems to run a little bit slower, and it was brought to me because it wouldn't hold weight. When you put the thing in half cock, the gun would actually, you could drop the hammer, and in full cock, you could just look at it and it would drop. So I've set this up now to hold about 4.5 to 5 pounds. So when they hang a weight on it, it'll hold at a competition. The cartridge is a 52 cal. There's about 40 grains of black in this. And I get them wet before I put them in because it just keeps the fouling soft. In this particular gun, I think I've worked out the manual of arms to where we would cap and then we would insert the cartridge. In this particular case, we're going to cap with no cartridge because this gun has been oiled. I'm going to close the breech and I'm going to pop a cap at the grass, and the grass didn't move. So we're going to do one more here and make sure that the flash channel is open before we shoot this thing. Okay, breech is clear. There we go, now it moved. The grass moved down at the bottom, and we're pretty sure, and we got a little wisp of smoke out the front, so we know we got it. So I think, because don't assume that the manual of arms on these older guns are the same as what you're used to. So I believe the way we're going to do this is we're going to cap this gun, set the hammer down on it, make sure it's there, come back to half cock, and then we're going to insert a cartridge into it. Then we're going to close it up, go to full cock. There is a slight delay, even on a good day. Comes open, cartridge comes out. These are plastic. However, the originals were brass. They're also quite pricey to have one made out of brass. Come back to full, sweep off our old cap, stick another cap on. Okay, make sure we're at half cock, retrieve a cartridge. And there you go, that's the Maynard. Now this thing isn't as tight, it spews stuff everywhere, but still it's a piece of history before the American Civil War. And on that note, I'm gonna wrap this up out here, and if we have anything else to tell you about, I'll let you know. It's been a pleasure as always.